watcher, welcome back. Right, these, you liked them, you loved them. Thank you for all your kind comments. Have a quick look in here, Pen. Everything lines up right. They are perfect in the sense that all the bolts sit neatly against the surface. There's no wobblage or anything, and that's going to be great. So all I'll need to do is grind all these heads, get the zinc off, put a nice buffed head on there with the flat disc, and then they'll stick on. But as you can see, and as many of you commented, this is way too sudden. This silver is too much. I had thought initially that putting that on there, I'd need the contrast of a much brighter colour underneath to give the depth, but I honestly don't. I think that is going to look better by a long way if it's matched in with all the patina of the bike. So it's going to get that right. So to that end, I'm going to paint it. All I'm going to do, just to make it a little bit easier on the job, the first thing I'm going to do is just blow a coat of black over that today. That's all this is. This is a short video. It's Sunday afternoon. We've had a long day. Haven't got much time tonight to do a lot else, but we have got the opportunity to use tonight as drying time. So all we do is we blow a coat of paint over this. Literally, I've only got an hour or so. I've got some other stuff to do tonight, but it gives us an opportunity if I just blow this over with some black, and that then gives me a chance for that black to dry over the next 48 hours, and then I can scuff it back to match the rest. I'm just first of all going to mask off.
Don't do that on your nice new
On your nice new bike, yeah, not recommended on a new bike.
No.
But it's the best way to mask off the filler cap. It's not probably the only way or the official way, but it works for me. Now this particular material, if you remember, was a 5-wheel paint, so it's extremely hard. There we go. That's that masked off. 60 seconds, job done. Now, all I want to do with this is put one coat of black over the top, and that's better, right. And this one coat of black doesn't want to stick, and when we've done it, exactly like I did on these, all we're going to do then is scuff the black back to bring it through. So effectively, thanks for all your suggestions. The one thing that I thought was pretty cool, that you all had some sort of idea of where we're going. You've all embraced this, you've all got it. You all understand it, and I like that. It shows that we all think the same set of stupidity. I quite like that. So this needs to just kind of match in. It really does. Some of you had ideas of putting different things. There still seems to be a few of you out there, rogue ones, going on about lights. Really, I really don't get that. Neon lights underneath here, whatever. But for me personally, it just needs matching in. Just this kind of matching, raggedy, scuffed, black chip look, which we're achieving. Right, so a couple of coats of blacks, get it in the garden where it's safe. Right, I'm going to take that off. You'll see Unit of Doom. Now this is not, I've got no fuel in this. It's all completely bone dry in there still, so I'm not worried about that. And literally it's just going to go straight to the top. And obviously no paint will stick to that, so just going to use the venerable scuff pad and just take the skin off it. Open up that paint so it's nice and receptive to the next coatage. That's it. Thank you, Pen. It does take quite a lot of paint off. It's given me an idea as well. The way it scuffs quite well is to put that around a block, and then just block sand that back to show the Suzuki through in silver. I don't know, see how that works once it's on, once you've got the silver involved. And it's got all the shine off it. Okay, let's get it degreased, de-dusted. Mind that step, will you? Do you mind
Oh God, that was you and not me.
Mind the step. Idiot. There's another one. We've got plenty. This just takes all the grease off, any residue of paint, any dust. Get it completely clean. Because this bond is really important that this paint sticks really, really well, because it's going to hold the shield on. Another one. Alright, that's it. And that's it. Just till it's coming off clear, really. Pretty much. That's it. That's clear. On to dry it. Right, give this 10 minutes to dry right off. I'm going to stick just one tack coat and then one coat of black. There we are. It's drying out already. Sun's gone in, 7 o'clock, but it is warm still, isn't it?
Very.
Okay, let's let that dry. Right, just a dust coat first of all, just as a tack coat. Windy, so a lot of it's going elsewhere. It's like graffiti, isn't it? It's easier to do it out here because it's still so hot. It's evaporating so quick. It's a bit windy now. How to spray your tank in the least ideal conditions.
It's going to thunderstorm in a minute.
It is.
It's so hot.
This actually doesn't matter if it's going on a bit like this, because it's got to be. This is all getting scuffed back anyway. So I've just got to just keep going until this is all black. It's just one solid layer. And that'll be enough.
Oh my god, that's spooky. It looks like a face.
What does? You see faces and everything. These cans have got quite a direct nozzle. It's not much of a fan. But it doesn't matter. This is just a coat, literally.
It's a face, look.
What is? What?
2 eyes, a nose and a mouth. Can you
Where?
see it?
Honestly, I can't. Can you see it, people?
Yeah. I bet they can.
Well, you know this bike has had a personality ever since we've had it. This just wants one thick coat, so I'm not going to be too prissy about this. I'm not going to be too fussy about it. One thick coat. That's it. One can, one coat. Right, so bring it in. Just stop any flies landing on it. There it is. Now, funny enough, it's tacky. It was drying completely the other day. Right, that'll dry, I reckon. That'll dry in about 24 hours at its current temperature. So just going to leave that. It's one thin coat. It literally is just one of those 300ml cans over that. And there's a few ideas I've got. Just want to get that coat over it to start with. And as I've done with these, scuff that back. There isn't the scarring, there isn't the metal damage that I deliberately put in this in there, because I don't want to scar the tank up, because I don't want to damage it in any way for purposes of integrity, but I'll still be able to get a good finish. I've got a few ideas, maybe using a wire mop rather than sandpaper, so there's all sorts of things. But for now, drying times, that's how it goes. Very quick one for you. Keeping up with the project. This thing's dragging on forever and ever, but honestly it's only because it's in between life. I've got the back end to do, I've got a new back light coming for it, a really funky back tyres going on it, not that thing that's on there now. The front end, brilliant. I've got some amazing LED lights coming, flat number board, all kinds of cool things, and they're all not going to take too long. It's just this tank thing is taking a bit of time. I knew it would because it was meant to go with the tail end. All this was meant to be done when we did all this trellis framework as well, so it didn't. But it's going to get done now. There we are. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Ride safe. That's 15.